Hi, Dr. Livingston. It's Steve here again. I know you're not really my therapist anymore, but I'm kind of at a loss what to do. Uh, I don't even have anybody to talk to at all. Um, I felt like somebody else other than just me should at least see this. Things have gotten a whole lot worse since we last spoke. Things just keep going downhill and just keep going downhill. I mean, it's just going down to this fucking abyss that I don't even know where the fuck the end is. Um, this is one of the problems I'm having. My mind is just all over the place every day. It's just swimming, and it's so hard to have coherent thoughts. My speech is not at all coherent. It's always discombobulated, which you'll probably see throughout this video. Um, one of the very very big things that happened recently. As you know, my past. Well, the farm owner found out, forbid me to come on the farm and to see my horse. Which, I mean, I expected. That's why I hoped he never would find out. But he said that he just kind of randomly found out, which, according to what he said, is complete bullshit. Somebody told him. But anyways, so yeah, he found out. But it took him a month to tell me that he found out, you know. And after telling me that he found out, he also told me he told my dad. Okay, so you know you knew my situation with my family, right? Things were getting better. We started. I felt started to feel like I was having a normal relationship with them again, and all that just went down the fucking drain. Excuse my language. I just, you know, everything just went down the drain. Since he said that, and there's more to it, but since he said that, I've not spoken at all to my parents other than to tell my dad Happy Father's Day. And that was literally just me texting him Happy Father's Day. Because I felt at least I owed him that, to tell him that I wasn't completely forgetting about him. But here's the situation. Okay, so the farm owner found out, forbade me to come on the farm to see my horse. Still. But he told my dad. And his reasoning behind telling my dad, as he said, was to get me help. To get me help. Well, first of all, that was complete opposite of getting me help. That just, excuse my language, but fucked everything up even more. And it was not his business at all to get involved with my family at all. But he did. But according to him, he also said that he told my dad, when he told me that, he said, "Don't tell your wife this," which apparently he did. Who of course freaked out, and told my sister, who of course freaked out, and the both of them said, "Oh, keep them away from the kids." So basically, I'm not able to see my niece and nephew either. And this is all why I'm not talking to him. I'm still not in a position to talk to him about anything. I am this has been probably, what, 2 months? 2 months now? And I'm just really, like, I'm still really pissed off and upset at how this whole situation's playing out. It was not, I mean, it was just less than poorly. Less than poorly, you know. For something that should never have been done to something that it should never have been done, you know, obviously, so I can't blame everybody else, but the way it was handled, should never have been done either. Things should never have been said to certain people. And it's just, it's just this, But yeah, I mean, his big thing that the reason he said this and whatever was to get me help, which he knows that my only release from my anxiety and stress is to be with my horse. I mean, just to be there to pet him, groom him, talk to him. That's why he's so important to me to begin with, is because that was my release back in high school when all this started, as you know. Yeah. So, and recently, my mom sent me a message on Facebook. Oh, and, after all that, I took everything down off my Facebook. All my horse pictures, everything, all my picture. I just don't even want to talk to anybody else right now, other than the very, 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 very few friends I have that don't care about my past or whatever, or my beliefs. Which, by the way, I can count them for 3. I have 3 friends that still give a shit about me. I mean, locally. I still have friends online too, like on Second Life, if you remember me telling you about that. That, don't care. Oh, that's something else, As you know, I'm also furry, or was. I still am to an extent, I guess, but not really. I'm getting out of it. I'm not associating with a family anymore. I mean, it's just too much drama. It's just become too much. It's become way too much. And, so, I still, have some furry friends, but, it's sort of like, it's friends that are furry, and I may have met them through the furry fandom. Which ironically, the the three I have locally are not furry. Well, I mean, 2 of them are furries, but we didn't meet through the fandom. They're just happen to be friends that are furries. I think it's funny, but I'm not really a furry anymore, and I'm not really planning on going back to it either. I am still performing the con because I promised them I would do that. They are counting on me. That was some enlightenment actually. The president and vice president, when I went to Memphis here lately, we went had a little rehearsal thing. So we went, and I told him, I was like, look, I may not even be making a convention. I'm not really a furry anymore, because I told him about, that was something else. I had my life threatened due to these rumors that I told you about before. So I had my life threatened. I was like, look, that's just the last straw. He's like, look, Charlie, and it's the vice president. He said, look, Charlie, you are like one person that I will stand behind through most of this, because you're a really good guy. He literally said, he said, you're a really good guy, you have a good heart and everything, you just literally happen to find all the assholes, which I agree with, I mean, it's ridiculous. I just literally seem to find all the assholes. So anyways, the way things are looking right now, so I am kind of planning on still going to the con and performing that, because I did promise them, and that did make me actually feel better that they're like, we're here to help you, so at least I'll still do that, and I guess I'll still be considered a furry for that, but other than that, I'm pretty much done. Yeah. And yeah, so get this. Apparently, and it's come to my attention, I'm not going to say through who, but it does have to do with the previous situation I mentioned. Apparently, because I'm a furry, I am also a pedophile. Okay? And that's where the, don't live near the kids came in. And that's another reason I am so pissed off. I mean, that whole situation makes me mad. And what it honestly makes me think of is, especially with my parents and my family, is, and this, I mean, really with anybody, is, okay, so you found out something about me, about my past or whatever, and all of a sudden you're just treating me completely different. Like I'm just completely disgusting and gross and whatever else. Okay, first of all, you don't even know why. You don't know. You don't even know that it's even true. I mean, first of all, but not that they need to know any of this stuff. But okay, but here you are. You're telling me to keep me away from the kids and treating me like a complete just outcast. My own family. Okay. I mean, and this might be a silly little example, but the only thing I can think of is okay. You used to eat hot dogs all your life. Let's say they were your favorite food as a kid, whatever. Then finally one day you find out what hot dogs are made of. Okay, and pig intestines, guts, spare parts, whatever. Okay, and you're like, oh, hey, did you stop eating them? Do you stop liking them? No, they're still the same thing. You just found out what they're made of. And I don't see how that's any different here. I mean, it's okay. So you found out something about me. I'm still me. Okay. So it's just I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with people. And so yeah. So my only release for my anxiety and everything has been taken away from me. And my conclusion's coming up. I have one more. Here recently, my local distributor, I had my business for auto customization and stuff. Well, my local distributor, I caught him in a lie, and his solution to it was to close my account so I can no longer do business with him. I've been trying to call the vice president there, that branch manager, and he's been in meetings all week, or he might just be ignoring me, knowing how people have been with me lately. But anyway, so he closed my account, so I'm pretty much going out of business. I already took the signs off the car, and that's my last source of income. Oh, by the way, and job-wise, I do have a job they're doing the paperwork for, so I will have a job soon, hopefully. They're just having to do all the background checks and everything. But, so anyways, that was my last source of income. And I can still do the installations and stuff, and I have. I just did one, but it's like, so that dream's kind of down the drain, So all these recent events have made me conclude to one thing. At first, I had this passing thought, believe it or not, that, well, maybe I should be a Christian again. Maybe it's God's way or whatever saying to come back to Him. And then I thought how stupid that is. Because, I mean, if you want somebody to come back to you, if you seem to love somebody, why in the world are you going to be a complete asshole to them? I'm just saying. That's just my thoughts. So, I don't think that's it. I think it's a way of saying you need to get the hell out. So right now my plan is, and I've already had one opportunity open up. Well, technically two, but I'm looking over on one. Is I'm just getting the hell out of Tennessee because I have nothing here. I literally don't. I mean, my family's pretty much turned against me. No, oh, wait, that reminds me. So back to there. So I told you my mom messaged me on Facebook, which I've taken everything. She messaged me on Facebook saying, "Hey, we're still here for you. We're still here to help you through your problems and everything." And I'm not messaged her back yet, but I'll probably email her. I was about to Father's Day. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that now on Father's Day. So I still haven't done it because I am trying to rattle my brain to do it in the most respectful way because she still is my mom. They still are my parents, even though I am really, really freaking pissed at them. But basically, all I can say is I'm not about to discuss anything with you. You've already found out too much that I care for you to know. And not only that, when you did find out, you handled it completely horribly. So there's no way in fucking hell I am about to discuss anything with you. So if I can find a respectful way to do that, to say that, then I'll finally email her back. But anyways. So moving out of the state. I'm moving out of the state. I had a job offered in Wyoming, which I really don't really want to go that far, but it's on the Wild Horse Ranch up there. Working on over there, and but I had another opportunity. I was thinking about trying to move up to Kentucky. Uh, so I'm still contemplating that. But I've had one other offer. Two of my friends, who are actually the furry friends here, um, are moving to Georgia in 6 months. And they're like, hey, dude, we'd love for you to come and live with us in Georgia. And I'm like, that would be awesome. I said, look, I got to have a place for my horse. I said, I'm not leaving behind. I can't do it. I said, anywhere I run, I've got to bring him with me. And it's going to be tough. Either I need a job where I can afford him to keep him, or I make another deal with, wherever he's staying, whatever. He said, look, my grandparents have plenty of land. They'd love to have another horse for the grandkids and everything. So I've got a new place to start, a place to move away from, a place for my horse, possibly, I can't say for sure, but a place for my horse, and not only that, I can start my business back up there. I probably get more business up there than I ever did down here in Nashville. And not only that, two of my major distributors are in Marietta and Atlanta, Georgia. And so, this might be my calling. This might be time to say, hey, pack up your bags and go. Get the hell out of Dodge. So, and in 6 months, that gives me time to get through the con and everything. And I can still do the con, too. It's still within, like 4-hour driving distance from where we're going to be. Should I decide to, what, like I said, at this point, not so sure about. But I don't know. But anyways, it's Tennessee still within driving distance, at least Knoxville and everything, and Gatlinburg. But so yeah, I might be going to Georgia. I'm really gonna hate driving there, I think, especially through Atlanta. But it might be worth it. It's kind of weigh the scales. So it just might be my opportunity to start something new and get away from all this drama and all these problems. And it's funny because even I've always said you can't run away from your problems. Well, that might be my only solution at this point. So anyways, all that being said, I guess that's it. And just so you know, I did try to set up an appointment with the Centerstone or whatever it was, to set up a therapist and psychiatrist there, but I just can't afford it, especially after not having a job anymore. So I don't, I just can't really afford it. And they weren't really, working with me on the payments one thing, but when there is no payment, But anyway, so yeah, my life is complete hell right now, and like I said, I promised even myself that I wouldn't try and off myself again. I have kind of gone back to cutting. I still have a couple of scars here, but actually I ain't done that in a really long time either. But these scars are actually from that night when I got the phone call from the farm owner. I still have 1, 2, 3, but I haven't done it since then. I'm just in a state of I don't know what the hell to do. I really don't. I'm so confused. I'm lost. I feel broken. I just don't know what to do. So anyways, I would like to talk to you again, maybe, if you're willing. I do still have some insurance from my parents, actually. I just, I'm not sure about when I can pay or anything until I start my job again. Luckily, I've been able to make rent and everything on my behalf, so, and barely being able to pay the bills, just barely. But anyway, so Yeah, so if you can, I might call you later or whatever. At least let me know you got this, and so I know somebody's listening. So yeah, thanks.